Flying into Cusco, we hook up with Pepe Lopez and Pepe Negro of Apumayo Expediciones, one of the leading Peruvian adventure travel companies in the region. The two Pepes will be our guides for the next week as we explore Peru by stand-up paddleboard.
My name is Pepe Lopez. I am manager and owner of Apumayo Expediciones, a Peruvian tour operator based in the city of Cusco. So we like to design and customize different kind of adventures, activities along our country. We bring all the gear from Cusco, so we are able to run different levels of river very safe because we have the gear, the proper gear, and also the river guides that secure the guiding and the safety during the trip. We are now in a very unique place. This is the cloud forest of the Manu National Park. The only way to see the primary forest and this special environment from a bridge, from above.
Which is one of the favorite places for bird watchers also, because there's a lot of different type of birds that have been adapted in this ecology system that we got here. This forest is spectacular, unique. It looks like a Jurassic Park place. It's super, super nice. I like a lot the cloud forest, especially in the east slope of the Andes.
As tour operator, I'm happy to offer some bike trips, hiking, combining with nature observation and discovering and or having new experience, learning about the nature through the researchers, through lodges like Huayquecha and Villa Carmen right below in Pilcopata.
So Huayquecha is located in the cloud forest. The cloud forest is a very special ecosystem because of the complex interactions between plants and the clouds. There's a lot of endemic species that occur here and nowhere else in the world. Here at Huayquecha Biological Station, we have facilities to host researchers, tourists, and field courses. A lot of the research that we do here focuses on climate change because of how vulnerable the cloud forests are to climate change and how many things are changing and so fast. Our research priority here is how the different species in the ecosystem are adapting or migrating in response to climate change. So yeah, ecotourism is an important activity for us because that allows us to exist in a sustainable way and to be able to fund our activities.
We've been in the area of cloud forest where is the major quantity of humidity and rain. And this is actually from where our trip starts, trying to see from where the headwaters start and then follow those little streams, looking for some put-ins where we can put our boats and our boards.
Then we follow down, we stay on the lodge called Casablanca. Casablanca is located in the Sabaluyok River, near to the Queros River. So it is another spectacular place where to be, to explore the jungle and to see wildlife. So as Casablanca is near to the Queros headwaters, we took the chance to start our trip, rafting trip, just very close to the lodge. So in the basic thing, they have a nice facilities itself, so I recommend to be there.
Manu National Park have the record of biodiversity in many things like insects on the canopies, like mixed flocks of especially birds in the cloud forest, mammals, monkeys, orchids. Then actually it's a very interesting area, but beyond that, it's also the source of many different types of headwater rivers that make, in the end, like one of the most important and huge rivers in the world, which is the big Amazon.
The first river that we choose is the Keros River. That is a mythic river for me because the headwaters of this river is just in the backside of the Ausangate mountain, where another Keros community lives since the Inca time. So the Keros River is a beautiful stretch that forms a big valley, that it has a lot of nature, a lot of wildlife, and a lot of cultural treasures.
Well, I've been practicing stand-up paddle since 2 years ago. So I just find this new sport that is kind of awesome. You have a new perspective of whitewater, of reading lines, so I really like it.
Stand-up paddle was a new thing for us coming into the rivers. I like it a lot, and you can go in like lakes, rivers, I mean pretty much in the sea, so anywhere you will have fun in a stand-up paddle. So it's pretty good. I love it.
I'm just running up to class 3, so my goal is like go like full on the rapids, try to go always harder, so exploring my limits, the board, and how it works in the whitewater.
The second river that we did is the Tono River. It's another nice, interesting river that has a lot of rapids in the beginning. It's mostly class 3 and class 4. So we choose the section of the river that is mostly class 3 plus rapids. Very nice for the paddleboarding that we try to do for first time. So the rapids were gentle, exciting, but very nice to run. Very tough to run too. We had some swims, especially myself. So I tried my best, but anyway, I had time to swim and enjoy some time underwater.
We started the expedition running smaller rivers, but they're faster, more rapids. We start with paddling on the board rapid class 3s, on the Rio Keros, Piñi, and they all come together and start, those two come together and get like Tamo Pata, Pilco Pata, and then get together again and became the Rio Madre de Dios, that it's a very, it's a very flat water, but with big boilers on some of the turns, so pretty fun to pass by those.
Today was so good, all day in the river. We spent all day in the river doing stand-up paddle, doing a lot of fun, running some rapids twice, like chasing the waves. And yeah, it was warming up for next days because we're gonna have like harder stuff coming.
Well, today we have a long day on the water, stand-up paddling. Fun, it's kind of cloudy, some good rapids, class 3, couple of good turns. Fun, fun, fun.
So we came down through the Pilcopata town through the river, and then we met the Pongo. The Pongo is like a small canyon. It's where the river broke the last range of the Andes, or the last range, and get into the Amazon basin.
I came down here and was fortunate enough to get the opportunity to safety kayak for this expedition, and what that entails for me is the rapids are pretty unique and incredible, and there's a lot of big boils and pretty big eddy lines, and for stand-up paddleboarders that can be really challenging. And so because stand-up paddleboarders are so much more exposed, potentially falling off, hitting things, getting trapped into strong eddies or sucked down into boils, I'm here to make sure that everyone stays okay, no equipment is lost, and that while we've had miscellaneous passengers along the way, everyone stays safe and happy.
That was a lot of fun. The river level was a little higher than the last inspection that we did like a week ago. So it was a lot of fun, nice. The river changed a little bit, but it was great. Very safe, good crew of people. That is a big adventure and great adventure. Very safe and nice.
Peru have all kinds of climbs. You have coast, you have the highlands, but you have the jungle. And best way to get in touch with nature is the jungle. This is as close as you will get. I mean, highlands, I love it. The coast is awesome, but the jungle have something that will keep you in. I mean, all the animals, all the green everywhere. I really recommend come to Peru. I mean, if you can go to the highlands, the coast, and the jungle, that will be even better.
We found out that the lodge was like 200 meters below. So also the facilities of the lodge, or the main attraction or the highlight of the lodge, is a big pool. It's a big pool with hot water where you can swim, relax, and be there for a while, just recovering for your little bites from the insects, mosquitoes, and all the tiredness from the trip. So it's a spectacular place where to end the trip.